2 minutes. That is all this takes. And before you roll your eyes and think this is another one of those clickbait promises where the 2-minute hack turns out to be a 40-step process that requires a computer science degree and the patience of a monk, let me tell you exactly what this is in the first 30 seconds so you can decide for yourself if it is worth your time. This hack is about one specific thing you do before you hit publish on any video. It takes about 2 minutes. It is completely free. It does not require any tools. And it directly influences whether YouTube's algorithm puts your video into the suggested feed of other popular videos in your niche or buries it in the digital equivalent of a forgotten drawer. I have tested this on multiple faceless channels, and the difference in suggested traffic is not subtle. It is the kind of difference that makes you stare at your analytics and go, wait, did I actually do something right? I am Stickman Matt. Main channel Matt once described me as his low-budget research department, which I think is fair. I test stuff so you do not have to risk your real channel on it, and this particular thing I'm about to show you is one of the simplest high-leverage moves I have found in months of running faceless channel experiments. Let's get into it. Here is the problem that most YouTube creators are accidentally creating for themselves, and they have no idea it is happening. When you upload a video, YouTube does not automatically know what your video is about. I know that sounds obvious, but most people behave as if YouTube can just watch the video and figure it out instantly. The reality is YouTube is a machine. It reads signals. Specifically, it reads text signals, behavioral signals, and contextual signals. And in the first 48 hours after you upload, before your video has accumulated enough behavioral data like watch time and click-through rate for YouTube to really learn from, the text signals are doing most of the heavy lifting in deciding where to place your content. If your text signals are weak, vague, or inconsistent with each other, YouTube cannot confidently place your video anywhere meaningful. So it hedges. It shows your video to a small test audience, gets inconclusive results because that audience was probably not the right one, and then deprioritizes your content before it ever had a real chance. You end up with 200 views thinking your video just was not good enough, when the real problem is that you never clearly told YouTube what your video was about and who it was for. The 2-minute hack fixes exactly this, and it does it by making your text signals so clear and so consistent that YouTube can confidently match your content to the right audience from the moment you hit publish. But before I show you the hack itself, I need to explain one thing about how YouTube's recommendation engine actually works, because if you understand the why, the how makes a lot more sense, and you will not accidentally do it wrong. YouTube's recommendation algorithm is fundamentally a matching engine. Its one job is to find the right video for the right viewer at the right moment. It does this by building what you can think of as a content fingerprint for every video on the platform. That fingerprint is made up of who has watched the video, how long they watched, what else they watch, and critically, what the text around the video says it is about. That last part is the one you have direct control over before a single person watches your video. The algorithm is constantly asking, what other videos is this one similar to? Because if it can answer that question, it can place your video in the suggested feed of those similar videos, and that is the gold mine. That is how small channels get next to big channels. Not through luck, not through going viral, through telling YouTube clearly and consistently, my video belongs in the same conversation as this other popular video that your users already love. The 2-minute hack is simply this. Before you publish, you do what I call a signal sync. You take the 5 to 8 most important words or phrases that describe exactly what your video is about, and you make sure those exact words or phrases appear in 4 specific places: your title, your description opening sentence, your tags, and your spoken script in the first 60 seconds of the video. That is it. 4 places. Same core language. 2 minutes to check and adjust before you hit publish. Here is why this works. YouTube's system reads your title, your description, your tags, and it also processes your auto-generated captions, which come directly from your spoken audio. When all 4 of these text sources are pointing at the same topic using consistent language, YouTube gets a high confidence fingerprint for your video. High confidence means it knows exactly where to test it, and testing it in the right place means your first audience sees it as relevant and clicks, which gives YouTube the behavioral confirmation it needs to expand distribution. When these 4 signals are inconsistent, and this is what happens on most videos from new creators, YouTube gets a low confidence fingerprint. Low confidence means it guesses, and a bad guess means your video lands in front of the wrong audience who ignores it, which tanks your click-through rate early, which tells YouTube this video is not worth pushing, which means you get buried, all because your title title said one thing, your description said something slightly different, your tags were a grab bag of loosely related words, and your script opened by talking about something else entirely for the first 30 seconds. Now let me walk you through the exact 2-minute process step by step so you can do this on your next video today. Step 1. Write down your core phrase. This is the single most accurate 3 to 5 word description of what your video is actually about. Not a catchy headline, not a vague topic. The most specific, searchable, audience-relevant phrase that captures the video. For example, if your video is about how faceless YouTube channels make money, the core phrase might be faceless YouTube channel monetization. Simple, specific, searchable. Step 2. Check your title. Does your core phrase or a very close variation of it appear in your title? If not, rewrite the title until it does. The title does not have to lead with the phrase, but it needs to be in there. A title that has the phrase beats a title that does not, all else being equal, because it directly feeds YouTube's text fingerprint with your most important signal. Step 3. Check your description opening sentence. Your first sentence of your description should contain your core phrase or a direct synonym, not buried in paragraph 3. The first sentence, YouTube reads descriptions top to bottom and weights the opening more heavily. One sentence, core phrase in it. Done. Step 4. Check your tags. You do not need 50 tags. You need 8 to 12 tags that are directly related to your core phrase and its natural variations. If your core phrase is faceless YouTube channel monetization, your tag should include variations like faceless YouTube channel monetization, faceless channel income, YouTube automation monetization, and a few broader category tags like YouTube growth and faceless channel strategy. Do not throw in random tangential tags hoping to cast a wide net. That dilutes your fingerprint. Tight and relevant beats wide and vague every time. Step 5. Check your script opening. Pull up your video script or captions and look at the first 60 seconds. Does your core phrase appear naturally in that window? YouTube's auto captions feed into the content fingerprint, and the early spoken content carries more weight than content from later in the video. If your video spends the first 45 seconds on a story that does not mention the core topic until later, you are leaving your audio signal on the table. You do not need to awkwardly keyword stuff your script. Just make sure your core topic is named clearly in the opening before you get into the story or the main content. Those 5 steps take about 2 minutes on a video you have already scripted. Set a pre-published checklist reminder. Make it a habit before every single upload. The cumulative effect of doing this consistently across 10 to 20 videos is that YouTube builds an increasingly confident and clear content fingerprint for your entire channel, not just individual videos, which makes it dramatically easier for the algorithm to know where to place your new uploads from day one, rather than spending the first 48 hours in a guessing phase. Now, I need to tell you about the mistake that makes this hack backfire, because I have seen creators do this wrong and it actually hurts their performance worse than doing nothing at all. The mistake is forcing keyword consistency at the expense of click quality. Here's what that looks like in practice. A creator decides their core phrase is YouTube automation tips. They stuff it into the title awkwardly. They open their description with a robotic sentence that reads like it was written for a search engine, not a human. Their title ends up sounding generic and uncompelling. And because the title sounds boring, the click-through rate tanks. And a tankered click-through rate is worse for the algorithm than inconsistent text signals, because behavioral data always outweighs text data once views start accumulating. The signal sink is meant to work underneath a compelling title, not instead of one. Your title still needs to make someone want to click. Your description opening still needs to sound human. The core phrase should slot in naturally, not replace the quality of the writing. If you find yourself choosing between a compelling title and a keyword consistent title, the compelling title wins. Then you compensate by making sure the other 3 signal points are doing the heavy lifting. VidAI is actually useful here specifically because when you use it to generate titles, it builds them around search intent by default, which means the core phrase is usually already baked in. You are not starting from a catchy but vague headline and then trying to reverse engineer a keyword into it. You are starting from a title that is already structurally aligned with what people are searching for. Main channel Matt uses it before every upload on his faceless channels for exactly this reason, and it cuts the pre-publish optimization time down significantly. Now let me show you how to stack this with your broader content strategy, because the signal sync on its own is powerful, but when you combine it with one additional move, the compounding effect is genuinely one of the fastest ways I have found to build suggested traffic on a small channel. The additional move is this. When you publish a new video, find 2 or 3 videos already on your channel that are topically related, and update their descriptions to include a natural mention and link to the new video. Something like, if you found this useful, you might also want to watch my recent video on this specific related topic, link below. This does 2 things. First, it creates internal linking, which signals to YouTube that these videos are related and belong in the same content cluster. Second, it sends some of the existing watch traffic from your older videos toward your new one in its critical first 48-hour window, which gives the algorithm early behavioral data to work with rather than starting from zero. Combined with the signal sync, this means your new video launches with clear text fingerprints, consistent topic signals across 4 data points, and early behavioral data from internal traffic. That is a much stronger launch position than the average creator who hits publish and then just waits and hopes. And that really is the whole thing. Signal sync before every upload, internal link update after every upload, 2 minutes before, 2 minutes after, 4 minutes total per video that most creators never spend. And yet those 4 minutes influence more of the distribution outcome than hours spent on production quality or thumbnail design. The algorithm is not mysterious. It is a machine that reads signals. Give it clear signals and it will do its job, which is getting your video in front of the right people. All you have to do is make it easy for YouTube to say yes to your content. Now, if you want to discover how I run faceless channels like this and make them into a full business, check out this video next to me, which is a full free course for doing it. I go over the new way of running faceless channels right now on YouTube. See you there. Before you go though, one question for the comments. When you upload a video, what does your pre-publish routine actually look like right now? Drop it below. Even if it is just the words, I just hit publish and pray, I want to know. Because next episode, I am going to build the ultimate faceless channel pre-publish checklist based on what you tell me, combining the signal sync with every other proven optimization move. Your comment helps me build that episode, so drop it below and I will see you in the next one. Stickman Matt out.